on, everybody? Cole here. Trans-spirit indigo is what I'm calling myself. I am a soul having a human experience, a transgender human experience, grown indigo kid. What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to talk about divine guidance, intuition, following your path, following your mission, your purpose. I'm well aware that not everyone knows what their purpose is or feel they know or have tapped into that. However, there's always room to tap into it through meditation, through prayer. A lot of times it's what you love to do. It's what you're good at. And you can't listen to limiting beliefs out there from people saying that you can't make a living off certain things. You can do whatever you want to do. You can turn anything into a business. It's all about desire. It's all about education, educating yourself more on it, the motivation to go out there and get it done, set the intentions, visualize, and make it happen. Because you're living your life's purpose when you're doing not only what makes you feel good, but what makes you feel good to share. It's all about sharing and helping others along the way for Lightworkers. And I recently kind of had my whole reality shifted when I had the realization that I am meant to do more music and songwriting in my life than I have been. I'd shied away from it. I'm 35. I started writing music when I was 16, songs with an acoustic guitar, and I'd identified with being a singer-songwriter most of my life. There were a lot of reasons that I kind of stepped away from it. And to be honest with you, because we're on the topic and this channel is about being transgender and leading a spiritual lifestyle, I realized that a big reason I had stepped away from my music career was being transgender. I experienced a lot of not necessarily hate, but misunderstanding and making it a big deal to be transgender. So it's weird. There's like different levels and different layers to it, right? It wasn't necessarily people were just hating on me for being transgender. However, they were discussing their feelings and emotions about how it might not be best for me to go expose myself musically to the world as a transgender artist. This was about 12 years ago. A lot has changed in 12 years. And let me remind you that I'm originally from the Midwest. The Midwest and the South area, southern area of the United States, is known to not always be as accepting of the LGBTQ community. There is acceptance, don't get me wrong. It's not like it's just unaccepted all over the board. However, for the most part, 12 years ago in the Midwest, it just wasn't known. Like being transgender, I don't think anybody really even knew what it was. And a lot of the people that do only know because it was put on their TV programming and their news. And so all of a sudden, Caitlyn Jenner comes on and a lot of people all of a sudden are like, oh, I know what transgender people are. Anyway, I digress. Back to the subject. So my purpose has felt for the longest time of being a musician, of being a songwriter. I love sharing and channeling and sharing just the emotion and everything through the music. I let fear get in the way of my singing and songwriting career for the longest time. The fear of being transgender, because it's something where I'm putting myself out there to the world with my face and my voice. So that it's going to come up that something is off. Especially, I fluctuate weight a lot. And when I'm a lot thinner, it doesn't look like I have breasts, and I pass easier as a guy. So you see, that was an issue. It's like, I sound like a girl, I look like a guy, what's going on? And this, I hope this sounds ridiculous to you, because it should. That's the thing, is like, nobody should care. So what? So look like a guy and sound like a girl. Nobody should really care about that. It's like, let people be themselves. At the time, I was concerned about this, and I'd actually been harassed verbally and kind of cornered in a bathroom before about this topic of sounding and looking different and all that. And it was it was traumatic, and it was it was transphobia, homophobia, whatever you want to call it, that I dealt with. These all built into my fears. So I had my own negative thoughts and beliefs about it. Plus, I was picking up and taking in what others had said or did or thought or whatever about it. And I let that stop me for the longest time. And I have been working on a book for a while about growing up transgender, a memoir. And it's not done. I'm near the end of it. I put it down around the time my grandmother became sick at the beginning of the year. I was like bound and determined to already have it out now and published and everything. And that's where divine guidance and intuition comes in. I do still plan to finish my memoir and release it to the world and share it. The thing is I started to feel all these overwhelming feelings, good and bad, about following music, following that path. When you feel this like burning desire in your gut and your heart space, you can feel it in your heart. Your heart space is just calling you to something. A lot of times that is your purpose. That is your life path, purpose, where you should be heading. And you'll see synchronicities along the way, whether it's number sequences or a feather in your path, or when you're tapped into this, you'll notice things. Now, if a person doesn't believe in that sort of thing, you can't force it upon them because it's not their reality. It's just how people that do believe in synchronicities and talk with angels and guides, we don't live a different way. We don't live to where we watch the news every day, and so it's different. We have to all just respect each other's differences. I don't know, I felt the need to say that. Anyway, back to the whole following your path. So you'll get signs. You'll get signs, synchronicities to help you along the way. And meditation is going to be like your dial-in to your guides. And I know for me and for some of my friends that we talk about it, there are days where you will ask for guidance and maybe you'll feel like you're not receiving it. Please be patient. Please be patient. Because for all you know, it could be a blockage in your own self and you're just not like, there's things you have to let go of. Maybe ask yourself, are there things that are hindering me from being able to communicate? Just think about that. It's like, I know for me, I've always been a supporter of cannabis. I also am at a point where I live my life very in tune and in touch with vibrational frequencies. And the vibrational frequency of cannabis is that of more of neutrality. So if you're feeling sick or you're ill or you're taking it with purpose as medicine, it can help raise you out of, whatever lower vibration, being in pain or being emotionally like anxious and stuff like that. However, you're going to get to a point where you can't raise your vibration any further than that. And I'm going off topic a lot of different places in this video, but these are all important things and they all add up to the process for me. Cannabis is something that I have had to let go of and pretty much just respect the fact that I had it in my life helping me through a lot of pain, through a lot of withdrawal, like getting off of opiates after a car accident type deal. So it served its purpose in a good way. But letting that go helps me to tune in more spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and with my guides, with God, with source energy while I'm meditating. So then that way, the answers that I seek are coming in more clearly. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I'm confused about which way I'm going. I'm currently experiencing this now because, it's great that I feel that I'm supposed to pursue singer-songwriting and performing over like everything else. Like, yes, there's still a book. Yes, I still love making videos and I feel like it's my passion to make these videos and share anything I've learned in hopes to help people. Yes, keep doing that. But the singer-songwriter thing, Yeah, it's great that I know that what I want to do, but I'll be honest with you, I don't exactly know what to do with it. And that's where the meditation comes in. That's where the guidance. Okay, well, what's the next step? Follow me along the steps. Your guides will help you along the steps. That's where a lot of the faith comes in and a lot of the self love and encouragement. Following your path can be a rough way to live, but for me, you'll just know if it's the right way for you. You'll know it. Like in my gut, yeah, it's not always roses and butterflies, but that's okay because when things are rough, the great thing is I'm usually shedding something, a part of me or my cellular DNA and memory that no longer serve me. And it's rough because it's like, then it's at the surface and you're like, oh, but then you can let it go. That's the great part is you can let it go and you can learn from it. So I enjoy the spiritual path. I feel like it leads me closer to my heart center, my space, why I'm on this planet. I pray to be able to help people. I pray to be able to share any kind of light that I've learned or in esoteric information or just the pure fact that I love to sing and play songs, especially for other people, because it makes me feel good when I do it. Like I'll just play in my room or in my home and I feel great. And that's been that way since I can remember, because I technically started playing at 13 and singing other people's songs at 13 and started writing at 16. So, y'all, this has been most of my life, and it's always felt so good, and I'm so thankful for that. So when I play for other people and share that, and they tell me they feel good, then I feel, okay, this is a part of my purpose. What a great, I'm so thankful. What a great, awesome purpose. I get to play music in this life. Cool. Much love, y'all. Have you found your purpose? Are you still looking? Comment below. Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know if you have found that purpose. And if not, again, let's talk about ways that you can find your purpose, because that can be a rough part of the process, is not knowing what you're meant to do in this life. But don't feel lost. The answers are already inside of you, inside of your higher consciousness. It's all within you. Anyway, you'll find it. We're all here for each other. Go ahead, if you want to DM me and ask me anything about it, or you feel the need to share, please do. Much love and light, y'all.